Hey everyone, today we are going to be checking out the Tamobyke T63. This one came in via FedEx, super fast and efficient. Packaging on it was pretty straightforward, no issues. Assembly on this was pretty straightforward as well. So we did have to go ahead and do a number of things. For instance, we went ahead and put on that front wheel, of course assembled that handlebar. We had pedals to put on and some fenders, but overall it was pretty easy. It didn't take very long, probably 20-30 minutes or so. They did include everything that you needed and a whole bunch of extras. So earlier today, I did go ahead and finish that assembly and charged up this battery so we could take a peek at this bike and then of course take it for a little test drive. Tamobyke T63 does have a weight capacity of 330 pounds. They also claim this is perfect for riders from 5 to all the way up to 6 foot, which is a pretty wide variety considering that seat doesn't adjust at all. So of course you can scooch forward, scooch back a little bit on there to make your ride a little more comfortable. You could probably throw a second rider on there if you wanted. Just being mindful of that weight capacity on there, but let's go ahead and start from the back and work our way forward. I do have it powered on right now, and of course you can see that rear taillight on there. Very, very nice to have that integrated rear taillight. We also have turn signals on there as well. I love it when you can be visible and tell people what you're doing when you're out riding, so that's awesome. Moving on down, we have some plastic fenders on here. We have 20x4 fat tire on here, and it looks like the tread on here is probably gonna be pretty decent for a little off-road, probably some trail riding, paved riding would be fine too. We have some spoked tires on here. And if you notice, we only have one gear. So this isn't gonna have a cassette or any gears to go ahead and switch or anything, just that one single chain. Rear hub motor on here, 500 watts. Moving on forward, you can see that we do have a chain guard on here that is plastic. Not too bad though, it does cover quite a bit of that chain. Again, no cassette on here, so you don't have to worry about that. It looks like we have some nice metal pedals. We do have that battery. This battery is a 36 volt, 13 amp hour battery. And they do claim that you're gonna get about 50 miles of max range out of this. Of course, that's gonna be your lower pedal assist level. Again, you can see that nice cushy seat here, probably big enough for 2 riders on there, or if you just need to scooch forward and back. You probably have room to even put like a basket on here if you wanted, some type of cargo you could certainly get on there. Again, you can see that headlight on the front, shining brightly, plastic fenders, some of that tread on there. It does have kind of that nubby tread. I like that. It looks like our front suspension here, you can go ahead and lock it out and it is preloaded. So you got a little bit of give there, but not anything too crazy. We do have 160 millimeter rotors on there and some reflectors on the wheels as well. Of course, we just have those disc brakes. Wire management on here actually seems to be exceptional. For the price point of this bike, it's looking pretty decent. I really kind of like that it's simplified. So let's go ahead and move on up to the cockpit. So one of the things I really like about this bike is, of course, it has a headlight and it has turn signals and a horn. That's a pretty loud horn as well. So of course we have our up and down here. So this is gonna be for that pedal assist or that power assist that you're gonna go ahead and get. Of course, we don't have, your gear selector on the side because we only have that one single gear. So your power right here, you're gonna go ahead and turn it on. Nice display it has as well. Really nice display that it has, super simple, which I really like. And then you have your pedal assist levels here. Using that up button, you go all the way up to 3. This does have a max speed of 20 miles an hour, regardless of whether you're using that throttle over on the right-hand side or pedal assist. So again, you have your throttle, half twist on this side, brakes, ergonomic handles. Overall, everything seems pretty straightforward. It looks like on your display, you're gonna go ahead and have your miles per hour, your pedal assist, your battery indicator, trip, and your odometer. Fairly simple setup, but everything appears to be very, very nice. Again, if you wanted to go ahead and charge your battery, you can charge it right here on the bike, or it does come with keys to go ahead and remove that battery to take it inside for inclement weather, or if you just want to make it convenient inside. That's just kind of the basic rundown on that Tamobyke T63. If you all want some more details on this bike, check out that link down below in the description. And anything that I missed, of course, will be covered there. But let's go ahead and hit the road and check this one out. Now that we've gone over all of those details and specifications, it's time to take this bike out for a little ride to see how it performs. So as always, first thing I like to do is go ahead and go down to pedal assist 0 and just truly pedal this bike. See if we can go ahead and pedal it if something were to happen while we're out on an adventure or something like that, and say our battery died, we need to use our own human power. Can we do it? And it appears that we certainly can. Surprisingly, this is actually really easy to pedal. Now remember, little airplane up above, but now remember, this doesn't have gears, so we don't have any gears that we need to change or anything. We really just have that one gear, but we have pedal assist levels. So right now, pedal assist 0, I'm rocking about 7.5 miles an hour or so without really putting much effort into it. And it's a fairly comfortable ride. To be honest, it feels kind of like your average bike. So let's go ahead, pedal assist 1. Automatically you feel that motor kick in. A little bit easier to pedal. We're rocking about 9 miles an hour. Push it a little bit, see, with our cadence sensor, 9.5, might break 10. Not too bad. So 9 to 10 miles an hour on that pedal assist 1. Let's test those brakes out with our stop sign here, stopping now. Ooh, those are some pretty strong brakes. That might be more than what this bike needs, to be honest, but you know what? I never complain about brakes on a bike. So, all right, let's go ahead and back to that pedal assist. Pedal assist 1. So this bike does have a top speed of 20 miles an hour. So I think we're gonna reach that pretty quickly. Going down a little hill right now, just kind of coasting at 12 miles an hour. So this should be a pretty quick and easy one to test and see what it has in it. Again, I'm not even pedaling right now. Just kind of going downhill, and we're rocking 18 miles an hour. No throttle, no pedaling. So that's kind of cool, but let's go ahead and do that pedal assist 2. So pedal assist 2, there we go. Can kind of feel it kick in a little bit. You hear that motor just a little bit too working back there, that rear hub motor. We're already up to 14 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour on that pedal assist 2. Lovely. You kind of feel like almost a little ghost pedaling once you get up there, once you're going down a little hill. Again, those brakes, they're pretty strong brakes, pretty strong. All right, so we're gonna be going up a little hill here. That way we'll test this truly. So pedal assist 2. Yeah, it's a pretty comfortable ride, to be honest. So pedal assist 2, we're doing great. 12 miles an hour or so. So pedal assist 2, we easily top that one out, no problem. Let's go ahead, pedal assist 3. So this is the top speed on here, pedal assist 3. And I have a little ghost pedaling already because we hit 20, and that is the top speed on here. So it kind of cuts out. GPS is saying 21, 22 going downhill there, but 20 is top speed on here, and we hit it easily. Honestly, you know, not having gears on here makes it a pretty simple bike, but I kind of like it. Less things to go wrong. You don't have to worry about that chain jumping or anything like that. Fairly easy to just jump on and go and kind of coast. It seems like it's almost easier to pedal. I'm just coasting. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and try out. Again, those brakes are incredible on here. Now that we've gone ahead and done pedal assist 1, 2, and 3, we topped out at 20 miles an hour, so we're gonna go ahead and just throttle. Full throttle, no pedaling, see what we can do. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Throttling. Speeding right along. Looks like we're also topping out at 20 miles an hour with that throttle. Honestly, this is like, for a cost-effective e-bike, this one's doing pretty decent. You're not gonna get tons and tons of bells and whistles, but you have a weight capacity of 330. The brakes on here are pretty impressive, to be honest. They stop pretty nice. Like I said when we started this ride, that they seem to be almost more brake than what you need for this bike, because you do have a top speed of 20. However, they work really, really well, so that's awesome. Ride-wise, it seems pretty comfortable. You have your 4x20 fat tires on there. They seem to be decent. I haven't really tried off-road at all. Let's just go off a little bit here. Little bit bumpy. We don't really have a big suspension on here. Of course, you do have some front suspension that you can lock out. So a little bit of an adjustment on that one, but I'm not looking for a huge suspension on this guy because, again, we're cost effective on this one. So you are gonna feel some of those bumps, but probably perfect for a little trail riding, some paved riding, of course, streets. With a speed with being able to get up to 20 miles an hour, you should be able to keep up with traffic in like a little town, something like that, or, you know, just some nice trail riding, getting from point A to point B, no problem. Super easy to go ahead and pedal this one. Again, I'm on pedal assist 3. Kind of a fun little one. The seat on this one is comfortable. Of course, you can't adjust it because we do have that long saddle seat on here, so you're not able to adjust it up and down. However, I am 5'7", and this one seems to be fairly comfortable. I don't feel like my knees are hitting my chest or anything crazy while I'm pedaling, so that's nice. I love that we do have turn signals on here too, so I love to be able to be visible while you're riding the bike. So of course you have those rear turn signals, letting those people behind you know your intentions while you're riding, always important. Front headlight on here, kind of standard basic, but again, it's gonna illuminate for you and also make you more visible. So going all the way up to pedal assist 3, seems to be fairly comfortable. You do have a horn on this one as well. Nice little horn. The Tamobyke T63 is truly a budget-friendly bike. It kind of is just your basic bike. It's going to get you out there on the road. However, you don't have gears that you can shift. You don't have the ability to kind of upgrade some things on this bike. So it is kind of just a basic get you from point A to point B bike. If you're looking for something that's going to last for a long time and has those true components that are excellent, I might look elsewhere. This bike would be perfect for some kids riding around the neighborhood, things like that. This wouldn't be something I would choose to go on a long adventure or something that would have a lot of different inclines on it either. That 500 watts is going to do perfect through neighborhoods, things like that, again, for youngsters and kids. Thank you again for joining me today as we checked out this awesome e-bike. If you would like some more details on this one, check out that link below for all of those details, specifications, and of course, price. It's been a fun one. Until we see you again, keep your nose clean. Bye.